Hello everyone and welcome back to Age Nagash, which is a channel dedicated to Age Sigma, and in this video it's going to be my first attempt at live streaming, so prepare yourself for a disaster, but it's going to be quite a simple try. Going to do on this. I'm just going to do a bit of an unboxing, so I'm just going to do the Fleshy Quartz Charnel Throne and basically just going to put my models together, and I thought why not make it into a bit of a community thing. So if anyone watches this during the video, feel free to put a message or comment stuff. I'll read it out loud. Got any questions, feel free to ask. And if not, then I will just crack on building my throne and listen to some music. So I'm going to first try and open this. Right, so I bought this, to be fair, quite a while ago when Fleshy Quartz, their update came out. I say quite a while ago, what was it, about a few weeks ago? Probably a month ago now, actually, probably, thinking about it. But I bought it and I haven't really used it because, I'll be honest, when the Fleshy Quartz book came out, the new one, I didn't really play them because I looked at them and everyone's saying so much stuff about how good they were, and I was like, I don't really want to be a part of that. If I'm honest, I don't really want to join the whole zombie dragon bandwagon, so I was like, I'm going to put them to the side for a moment and then come back to them at a time of my choosing. And I've chosen that to be right now. So what are we going to get in here? So we have got two pieces. So we've got this piece here. You guys have probably already built one of these, so you probably know exactly what it looks like, but I'll show you anyway. Quite a nice detail. Probably can't get the camera to focus properly because I have no idea what I'm doing with this. But so we've got that, and then we've got the throne piece here. So we've got the lovely skeletal bones. Again, trying to get a bit of a gleam. And basically, like to say, this is the first try of how I'm doing this. The camera I'm using is on my iPhone, and it is actually being propped up by paint pots at the moment, so that is how, like, you know, professional this video is being. But like I say, you've got to try somewhere, haven't you? And right, so let's get started. Shall I look at the instructions? Are the yeah, here they are. Right, okay, so the first instructions we've got. Okay, so I'm basically just going to put this together. You guys got any questions? If anyone's watching, feel free to put them in the chat and I will answer them. Okay, so actually thinking about this model, it's quite nice because Def hasn't really had many models, has it? Thinking about it? Actually, no, that's a massive lie because it's got the Nighthawk, hasn't it? So I'm just going to take that statement back. But this is, I didn't really collect much of the Nighthawk, if I'm honest. So for me, this is one of the, maybe the newest Def model I've been doing. And of course it is because the Charnel Throne is very new, but I only built a couple of the Nighthawk ones. So again, it's very nice to see basically skeletons in high definition detail on the models themselves. I am making a Charnel Throne, if I pronounce that right, from the Flesh Eater Quartz. And it's something I said, like at the start of the video, something I bought actually when the, can't get this off for some reason, there we go. It's actually something I bought, there we go, that's just the base for it. Again, the lighting is not good. I'm going to find a better place for the camera next time I do this. So I'm building the throne because, like I say, I bought this when Flesh Eater Quartz got their update. But because everyone started playing them, I was put off by the Flesh Eater Quartz, if I'm honest, because I like playing the arms, no one else really does. But as everyone's died down a little bit on them now, I thought it'd be a good chance to take them out. And to be honest, I don't really want to run them with the whole mass zombie dragon terrorgeist list, as I think that's just a little bit boring, something like that. I'd much rather run them how I used to with my crit flares. And as crit flares have only got better, that means my list has only got better. And it's a list I'm going to try and take to a future tournament coming up soon. I don't know if I will be able to go to it because it all depends at work. And like I said, I don't go into politics, but it depends on how Brexit goes in the UK. But if it all goes well and swimmingly, I should be able to go to the Bobo tournament at, I think it's Lincoln in the UK. Bobo, is it? I think it is. Which I was I was going to it because I was speaking to a few people at the tournament. I'd just been to at Throne of Skulls, and I was going to sort of talk about this when I do a video about Throne of Skulls. However, I'm bloody waiting for ages for Games Workshop to get back to me with photos of the event. So I was saving it from then. But I was speaking to the Honest Wargamer. You might know him, Rob, from the person who used to do Warhammer. What was it, Warhammer Live when it first came out, and had a great, fantastic chat about with him. And he told me about the Bobo event, and I was like, oh, what's that? Because I only really sort of know the Games Workshop tournament. So it was great to speak to him, find out about Bobo, and sounds fantastic. And if I can't go to Bobo, I'm going to try and go to Heat 3 at Warhammer World. So I definitely want to get more and back into the tournament scene. So yeah, and hence why I'm going to do the Flesh Eater Courts, because they're a pretty competitive army right now. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to try and see what you guys have been saying in the chat, because basically I've got the phone on at the moment. Like I said, it's the first time I'm doing live stream, so I'm a massive noob, but I think we can. There we go. Is that, can I see top chat? God, right. Okay, yes, I can see your messages now. Thank God. Okay, so what we got? So yeah, so the model is the Shrine Throne. Any evening from the realm of Robin Hood and Warhammer World. Fantastic. You live in probably the best city in the UK, if not the world, going purely by Warhammer. I mean, like, when I was up there, I was thinking, like, imagine if you got a job at Warhammer World. I mean, could you ever be unhappy? I personally don't think you could. I mean, what would be a bad day? You didn't sell enough Warhammer? I think if I worked in a Warhammer store, which I'll be honest, I haven't got too much experience. I used to cover for my manager at my local one, so like Release Star as the manager, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I mean, some days you wouldn't make a lot of money, and then some days you make like, you do like a sale that's nearly like £1,000, which is absolutely amazing. Oh God, the chat's disappeared again. Right, so what have we got? I'm definitely going to play around with this at some point, so I understand it. Fantastic display in the background. Oh, thank you very much, mate. Just happens to be with the camera sporting, if I'm honest. I sort of set it all up, pressed the start button, I looked over there, I was like, oh, that's nice that that's turned out. Yes, so that is an IKEA cabinet. I do not get sponsored by anyone by saying that, but and I'm gonna, maybe I can try and focus on it at some point. But so what we got in there at the moment, we've got an Archaon at the background, top of a Realm Gate. We've got the 3 Mortarks. We've got a Mongol. We've got a White King with the Asian Nagash banner. We've got a Knight Shroud, which probably can't see, and we've got a Varangard. And then further down, we have got to be fair, Flesh Eater Courts fighting off against some Skaven and a Bile Troll. And then the certificates we've got on either side, they're painting ones. So I've got, if I go through them, the first one up there we've got is First Army. So that was my first army parade I went to. Managed to win the award that went out to the people who was there. Well, I got the award for the new people at the Armies Parade. So he basically did the best army parades out of all the new people. Managed to get that one. And then that was 2017. 2018, I got the best painted Age of Sigma and also the best Monsters and Machines. And then on the right, we've got some not Army and Parade ones, but just some standard painted ones. We've got what we call Brush Masters. So we've got, I've got a gold one there. I won the one for Death from Above, which was Archaon descending from the Realm Gate. And then I won the Brushmasters, which was, the theme was death, and I had to win the one that was death because I had so much pride on the line. I couldn't let anyone else do that, so I decided to combine 2 Terrorgeist together and build them in a scenery of Sylvaneth Wildwoods and make it quite nice. I think I've displayed that in some videos. I'm pretty sure I have in my Flesh Eater Court lore one anyway. But anyway, let's get back to making this model. As basically in the evenings I have not a lot of time to do my hobby, so I've got to make the most of it. But no, great. So let's have we got anything else in the chat? Well, we've got even a cleaning of warehouse jib and would be good enough to. Oh, this thing is a pain. It keeps me disappearing. Sorry, guys. Good enough at Warhammer World. Yeah, mate, I'd be happy to clean the urinals there, if I'm honest, just so I get 50% off the discount. Are they certificates from tournaments? No, they're not. But I have got. I was going to put this for the. What do you call it, the tournament video I was going to do, but I thought I might as well just tell you guys now. So I didn't win anything at the tournament, but I did get nominated for one of the best painted armies there. So I've got this certificate here, which I was. Can I focus? Is that? No, that I'm basically just tapping it with my finger. That isn't going to work. But I got one of the nominations. This is one of 8. Absolutely fantastic. The person who won the best painted was, if you've seen his thing on Facebook, it's a Skaven army, but it's all combined with Cowden Overlords, and it's all painted in light blue. The most, honestly, most beautiful army I've ever seen. And absolutely fair play for that guy who won it, because he deserves it so, like, on it. You see those models and you just, you know, when someone's done a conversion so well, it looks like something you would buy, not something that you would, you know, kit bash and stuff. So absolutely take my hats off to him. My mate played the guy, and it was absolutely a fantastic opponent, so I've been told. So if he ever watches this for some reason, well done to you, mate. Apologies, I can't remember your name, but absolutely fantastic job with your army. Right, we got some more chat. Oh, if you're wondering what, there's some scrub in the background. Essentially what we got going on is my dog is trying to get into the room. And I don't really want to go to let the door open to let it in, because it'll be a pain. It will jump on. My dog's pretty big, but it will jump on the table and knock over the camera or bang into the cabinet. I actually had the cabinet door open one time, and I've got my bed just there, and the dog ran into the glass cabinet and knocked one of the shelves nearly off. It broke quite a few of the Flesh Eater Court models, and then I'm still repairing them. So I tried to prevent the dog coming in here when I'm doing Warhammer, but I'm sure we all have that problem. As forever. I know the Great Book of Grudges, who I've done some videos with, he's got problems with his cats, where they like to chew on his terrorgeists and things like that. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracting myself. Let's go back. And by the way, the cabinet, like I was talking about with IKEA, that's a £40 cabinet, that is. I believe it was £40. Don't get lights with it, but absolutely fantastic, I think. £40 for that, really good. But I bought something at Warhammer World, and like I say, I'm going to leave this for a later video, so I don't want to give too much away, but I bought something at Warhammer World. That is, oh fuck, what have I pressed now? Sorry. Right, here we go. I bought something at Warhammer World, which is not going to fit in that cabinet, so we'll get to that in a later video. Must be a badass paint. Must be a badass paint. Well, thank you very much. I like to think I'm all right. I spent quite a lot of time painting, and to be honest, like, I've been painting death for fucking years, so it's a case of like, am I a badass painter, or am I just used to painting the same models over and over and over again, and then eventually get into a good standard? But thank you very much. What we've got, just getting into AOS from Luke Matthews. So just get into ANS with Nighthorn Army, and we'll expand into other Death armies, probably Death Rattle. Oh, fantastic, mate. Death Rattle is one of my favourite aesthetically looking armies. I'll be honest, I don't have movement trays, so I don't take them to battle anymore, but when I used to, and to be fair, if I got movement trays, I take them all the time, because they look absolutely fantastic on the battlefield. I mean, one of my favourite armies to run is like Nagash with 6 Morghast and like some dogs, because you're barely moving any models around the table, but that does look cool, you know, it does look pretty badass. But the models you would get by just displaying like over 100 skeletons on the board is absolutely fantastic. I've done it for my Armies and Parades. That's actually, to be fair, what the best painted one was for. And yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I used to run, I think, 120 skeletons and 20 Graveguard, I think is what I used to run. And yeah, was absolutely awesome. It just has the theme. It has the like the Warhammer Fantasy theme of it, which, like I say, like I prefer Age Sigma. Obviously, I've never played Warhammer Fantasy, but I do love the rank and file of it, and like aesthetically, and just having ranks upon ranks of the undead. It looks like something out of Game of Thrones. Absolutely awesome. Can't wait for Game of Thrones to start. Just seen the latest trailer they put on, which is pretty much exactly the same as the last trailer, but I can't wait for that to start. Oh man, that is going to be so good. But I am going to have to pay for Sky or Now TV, I believe, so I can watch it live so people don't spoil it to me, which is almost a guarantee. Right, sorry, I'll go back to the chat now. I'm going. Something you'll notice with me is that I go off topic a lot. You see this in my videos I do, but obviously live streaming, there is no way to edit, so I will be going off topic all the time. Bit like my cats jumping off my painting desk, jumping on my painting desk. Yeah, I mean, the dog's still scratching at the door. I gave her the opportunity before I started this live stream, and I said, you can come in here, you can lie in the bed. She goes anywhere in the house, so you can lie in the bed, you can stay there, right? Or you can leave and not come back. She's just scratched again. You can not come back. And she decides, you know what? I see your point. You can crack on, make your video, and I'll leave you alone. Then I think when I pressed the start button, she decided to come back in. So yeah, she's quite good fun. What we've got? bargain price. Yeah, mate, that cabinet. I mean, like if you've got an IKEA near you, I mean, well, I say near you. I mean, my closest one's like an hour away, or over an hour away, and I've got to pay the dart charge to get there, which is the bridge we've got in the UK, which we have to pay to cross, and we were told that it'll be free as soon as we paid for it by the taxpayer. However, we've decided to sell it to France, so the French can charge us continuously for indefinitely. Right, so yeah, I really like how they work. Yeah, so Death Rattle are awesome. You know, like they're quite limited, you know, if you adjust to take Death Rattle, but if you take them to Legion of Night or something where they get the extra bonus, so you take them Grand, Host, and Nagash where Graveguard can become Battle Line, that's awesome. I know people say, well, Skeletons are better than Graveguard. You know, people might say that, but Graveguard are cooler, they look cooler, they do more exciting attacks. I'd always rather roll fewer dice that do more damage or have rend to it than roll buckets of dice that are just really boring, because no one wants to roll hundreds upon hundreds of dice. I did it with my Skeletons, and it was good, but there was one time that put me off, is when I chucked 240 attacks in a, was it 2 rounds of combat, a unit of 10 Liberators with 2 up-save rolling ones, and I didn't kill a single one. That infuriated me so much. But no, Skeletons are still cool. But Nighthawk, mate, I mean, I think, you know, you say that you want to go into the Death Rattle, but I think hold on to your Nighthawk for a little while, because they're pretty cool, and I'm tempted by so many armies, and Nighthawk has got to be one of them, because Nighthawk is the one jewel in my Death Crown I don't have, and I mean, that's making it sound over glorified, my Death Crown, but I mean, I've got 15,000 points of death, and I don't really have any Nighthawk. I've probably, if you combine it all, I've probably got about 1,000 points of mixed Nighthawk, but that includes like 2 Tomb Banshees and things, so it's not like entirely perfect. Right, I've realised I have like built barely any of this model. But anyway, so I think there's been a few things in the chat, so let's have a look. I'm going to find a quicker way to get to the chat than this. Am I headed to Warhammer Fest in Coventry in May? I would have absolutely loved to gone to that. I spoke to my sergeant and he said, you want to go where? And yeah, I can't go. So unfortunately, I can't go to that. Also, Warhammer was one of those things that, you know how people don't like to admit they do Warhammer so much? It was one of those things I never admitted at work, because I work in a society where people take the piss out of you continuously. So if you give them something golden like this, unfortunately, they'll take the piss out of you. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. You know, I won't tell people that sort of, keep it quiet. We're not going to lie about it, but just don't bring it up. And then I did... I printed... Well, I was going to a tournament. I was going to Throne Skulls, and I was like, oh, I don't have a printer at home, so I really want to print off like all my army lists. Quite a bit of printing to do. I was going to print it at work, try and get away with it. And I was like, I was loaded up on the printer. And I was like, nope, I can't do this. I can't, you know, abuse, you know, work property and all that sort of thing. You were like, how? So off I went. Had a long weekend. Went to the tournament. Came back. Went back to work. And turns out it printed by itself, and it printed 16 copies. And everyone in my station now knows I play Warhammer. Which, to be honest, when I found that out, and people kept it as a secret for a little while, but no, they told me. I just fucking own it, mate. You know, I think it's, the term is Warhammer and proud, is it? Which just makes it sound really bad. But no, I think like from that though, it's like, you know how Warhammer is one of those things where if you've had like a busy weekend building an army, having some games, something like that, and then you go back to work and people go, oh, what'd you get up to the weekend? It feels like, for most people, or for me anyway, and people I know, it feels like saying that you did Warhammer isn't an acceptable thing to say. You know, it's like, oh, right, so you just sort of wasted the weekend sort of thing. But now that everyone knows I play it, it's like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm saying that. I've told I went to fucking tournaments. It had to, the line had to be drawn, though, when it was like, oh, I think I might have heard of Warhammer. Is it Warhammer 3000? And I was like, yes, mate, it's that. That's exactly what it is. You know, you're so fucking clever. You know, well done. Here's a fucking cookie. Let's just say I don't think they'll know the difference between the Mortarchs of Blood, Sacrament, and Night, you know. And those sort of people aren't worth knowing in your life. As far as I'm aware, but unfortunately I get paid to be stuck with them. So here we are. Right, okay, there's been a few more things. But yeah, Coventry, mate, I would have loved to go on there. My best, like, Warhammer gaming buddies going. But unfortunately, I can't go. Really, really gutted about that. We've got, and if you want to roll many dice, that does a lot. Go Daughters of Cain. Yeah, I mean, like, you've also got to paint that many witch elves. The good thing about painting loads of skeletons, no eyeballs. Fantastic. Unless you want to do Game of Thrones stars and put little blue dots in their eyes, but that's easy. Sergeant, yes, so I... Right, yeah, so I did a video a while ago explaining my job. So basically I'm in the police in the UK, which is, it's a great job, but unfortunately just takes up a lot of your time. So I just got my first box of Morgas. Any tips on building and or painting? Right, so Morgas are one of my favourite units in the game. I've just painted up and built two, actually, funny enough. So building, right, firstly, if you heard they're horrible to build, they're not as horrible as you think. Secondly, if you haven't heard that at all, they're a bit of a pain in the arse to build. They're not terrible, but you know, you just got to take your time. Dry fit things, don't rush things, just take your time doing it, okay? Right, so with Morgas, painting wise, right, so building, if you're looking at weapon options, I would say Harbingers are, right, okay, how many Morgas do you plan to have? I'm sure you can answer it in the chat. If you plan to have a unit or two Morgas, take them as Archive, so they get the 5-up mortal wound save. If you plan to have a big unit, like a unit of 4, maybe even a unit of 6, like I've been running, definitely take them as Harbingers. Because it gives them the 3d6 charge. Is better than the death save in a big unit, because you want them all to go and attack. Definitely equip them with the big Hellbirds, the Spirit Hellbirds, purely because, for me, they look the coolest, and they have -2 Ren 3 damage. And yeah, you go against an Nighthorn, yeah, the Ren ain't going to matter. But if you go against a Stormcast, I'm just like, what's your save? My saves are 3-up rerolling. Right, take this -2 fucking Ren, you bitch. And it's, oh no, I just lost one. Oh, you lost one, did you? Oh no, well then that means that 3 damage. Oh, and you failed 2 saves, did you? Right, that's 3 dead liberators. And then you can just ask them to insert their tears into, I don't know, this little pot here or something. What you could do, which is a nice thing to do. It gestures to them so they haven't got to cry on their models. You can put it in a pot for them, and then you can bag it up like a little doggy bag and give it to them later and tell them to do something useful with that because they've been pathetic. Right, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like Stormcast. I've been through this before. I always go in tangents about them. But anyway, what was I talking about? Right, so the Morgas. Right, okay. So big units, Harbingers, small units. Archive, always give them the Spirit Hellbirds. It looks cool as well. 2-inch range is very important as well, especially in the big units. And however, when you go to build them, if you think, oh, I really like the armor, but I want to take a big unit, and you said take Harbingers, so do I go the rule cool? Do I go what's better in the game? I've built all of mine as Archive, and I haven't had a single problem taking them to tournaments. I've taken them to 2 tournaments now, both at Warhammer World, to be fair. So it might just be Warhammer World, but as long as you give them plenty of notice and you tell your opponents, there's no problem at all as you using them as the other type, because their only difference is the armor aesthetically. And, well, I say aesthetically, there is different rules, but you just have to explain it to your opponent. And everyone will agree the armor just looks better. Well, when I say everyone, I mean, like, that's my personal taste, and that's what most people I know prefer. And then when it comes to painting, I don't paint them how they normally are meant to be. I mean, I paint them, so I do black bone and like blood red and stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get one out. I haven't got one in here, but I've basically got loads of models and stuff down here as well, like sprues and stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get Manfred out, who's painted the same. So we've got Manfred here. I don't think it's going to work like good picture quality at all, unfortunately. I can't even touch the screen mate for it to focus, unfortunately, but that is really quite annoying. I don't want to move the camera because I've sort of set up, but essentially I'll do a better picture of this at some point. But we've got the black bone here, and then we've got, instead of the green spirits, we've got blood for the blood god, like, and built up with different types of red spirits. Really sorry because this ain't coming out good at all. No, it doesn't make it look good at all. But essentially, that is the colour we go for. If you've got more questions, I'm sure if you're on Discord or something, mate, ping me a message on that, and I'll send you painting instructions how to paint it like that, if you would like to, of course. So that is Manfred. Anyway, so put that back. And painting wise, super fun to paint. Big models, aren't they? So you can take your time. Right. Let's see if there's any more messages in the chat. God, this is so much more successful than I thought it'd be. I don't think anyone watched this. Fantastic. So, you be you. Don't let others put you down over your hobby. Mate, exactly that. All I can say about my hobby is, I'm sure a lot of you agree with this. I'm going to stop threatening the knife like this because that's not very nice thing to do. But I'm sure a lot of you agree with this, that I get so much enjoyment out of Warhammer. I can't even explain. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing because I did it when I was a kid, and that's probably purely what it is. But oh, mate, it's like when I'm at work, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but like when I'm about to do really important things for my job, and like sad things, good things, all those sorts of stuff, I'm building lists in my head for Warhammer. I'm thinking about tournaments. I'm thinking about what war score's better than the other sort of thing. Where it's like, and you got that constantly going. And my gaming buddy, the guy called Jamie, which I'm going to try and get him on the channel sometime. He's a great guy. He's got exactly the same thing going through his head as well. So we had like a cracking game last night. And went into work today, just like sent him a message because I know he'd be feeling the exact same thing. I just sent him a message saying like, in body I'm at work, but in soul I'm in drinking a nice drink, having a nice hearty meal in Bugsman's, looking at a list building, which is definitely where my soul was today. I think it needed to be today, to be honest. But no, mate, definitely this hobby gives you so much joy. Never let anyone put you down about it, in all honesty. And, you know, really, you know, people, you know, I'm going to say it, people call you nerds and things like that, of course. Does happen. But fucking own it. And also, they're just fucking jealous that they don't have something like, they don't have a hobby that gives them that much enjoyment. There's things, isn't there? It's like, I think when the Honest Wargamer, like Rob and Nathan, when they went to Australia, I know they're a bit of a bigger channel, so that's probably how they managed to do it. But I think like people like sponsored them to get over there and stuff like that. And it's just like, and they stayed at like someone's house and all that. Mate, in fucking, I don't play football for an example, but I mean, so you guys might play football and that might absolutely contradict everything I'm going to say. But I think if you went to, oh, I want to see what the football scene's like in Australia. I wonder if there's anyone there who's going to help me pay towards my ticket and help me have a place to stay there. I don't think that would be the case. So it really is amazing what we do have in this hobby. Right, so I don't think I'm building this, guys, now. I think I'm answering questions, but that's absolutely okay. Right, so have we got anything else in the chat? Let's have a look. Okay, so I agree in the telecoms engineer, and okay, I agree. I'm a telecoms engineer, and everyone else does normal / cool things. Yeah, mate, normal / cool things are fucking boring, mate. I mean, like, right, so what someone says when they come after, like, I don't know, a weekend off, it's like, okay, I'm going to use football again because I don't play it and I think it's really boring. It's like, oh, so, you know, oh, no, it's not even playing football. It's just like, oh, yeah, so watch the game this weekend, you know, the big fixture, all that sort of thing, yeah. The team did all right, not as good as I want, but, you know, we still got it. Right, what'd you get up to? Oh, so I basically had a unit of 3 guild that went down to 10 3 guild guard, and they managed to slay a zombie dragon. Fucking awesome, mate. That's so much cooler. Right, so, yeah. Good on you, mate, though. Good on you for doing that hobby, exactly. It says a good part... So this is... Sorry, I should probably read out the names. I am severely dyslexic, so if I get the name wrongs again, I am solely apologising. So that was by 11, Creature 11. So we have got... I remember you, because you won. So this is Katsua. Oh, I'm pronouncing that wrong. But I remember you, because you won the choosing the free people's thing. But, sorry, man, I pressed the button, it's gone away. Anyway, you said, good part for me. We even have... Right, the chat. Okay, just so you know, on the phone, I touch the screen. I have to press a few buttons for the chat to come up. And then it disappears every few seconds. I have to keep on going like this with my finger just to try and keep it there. Anyway, let's get on with it. Sorry, so what you say? Good part for me, we even have a Warhammer table at work to play on. Wonderful to work with many nerds. Fucking hell, mate. You fucking got gold in... Apologies for swearing as well. But, like, mate, you have got gold in there, haven't you? A Warhammer table at work? What? I got a massive bollocking from my superior officers for printing something to do off at Warhammer at work by accident. Fucking well done to you, mate. What's this say? Blazer Narrow? Arrow, pronounced that wrong. Anyway, half to you, sir. Much respect to you. Oh, thank you very much, mate. Honestly, mate, it's just a job. Like I say, my soul's in Warhammer. But thank you very much. It'll be very interesting over Brexit, and I'll appreciate all your support then. So we have got 11 creatures. So it says probably 2 for now, but not sure. Cheers, mate. What was that 1 and 2? What did I say? I can't remember. But and then we've got Oxpixel, and I pronounced that wrong probably. Pixel. So just saying hi mate, how you doing? All right, guys. So this is so much better than I thought. I don't think that anyone will be watching this, but to be honest, if any of you guys, if you didn't watch this, I would have had this bloody built by now. So thanks a lot. But in all seriousness, thank you very much, guys, for your continued support. Absolutely awesome. And it shows that this looks like something that could be popular, something I could be doing in the future. And as I've already explained today, as I don't have too many, I don't have too much time with my job. And as soon as Brexit happens, I mean, like I say, I'm not going to get into politics, but if Brexit wasn't a thing, I would have a lot more time to play Warhammer. That's all I'm going to say. So as my time's going to get quite stretched, I'm going to maybe lean more towards doing videos like this, because it means I can do my own hobby and I can do content as well. I think that'd be quite a cool thing to do. Right, so let's have a look at the chat. I think Creatures just put something on there. What's about the Morghast? Probably 2 for now, but okay, yeah, I completely understand you, mate. Build them as Morghast, mate. Obviously, that's what they are. Build them as Archai, I mean, definitely. I think Archai, they look cooler anyway. And then, like I said, that's how I started. I only had 2, and then I got 4, and then I recently got another 2, so I got 6. And just build them as Archai the whole time. I haven't had a problem at all in tournaments. People, just make sure your opponent knows, as it is quite a big thing, them not knowing that that unit can charge 3d6. And obviously it flies as well, so yeah, it's definitely worth letting them know. But build them as Morghast, mate. A unit of 2 though, still strong, still solid for 220 points. I want to say a unit of 2 is, yeah, it's 220 points, yeah. For sure. But anyway, guys, so what are you working on tonight? You working on anything? You're saving stuff for the weekend? What have you been working on? Is there any events that you guys are going to? I can tell that someone was going to Warhammer Fest, I imagine, because that's why they were asking me. But what are your plans in the hobby, guys? So you have a little think. You put those in there when I'm going to try and glue at least 2 bits of this model together tonight. Right, okay. It's got a few more mold lines on it, I'd thought, for quite a new model. But, you know, it's made in China, isn't it? So not too bad. You pay British prices, but it's made in China, which is Games Workshop. But yes, so that's actually really nicely detailed, to be fair, so I'm not going to complain. Lots of lovely bones on it. And so something I also have to make is, not tonight, but I'm going to try and have a game on Friday, even though I'm going to be going out of work, and I'm going to try and have a game after that. That's not going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to try and have a game, so I'm going to have to try and make a Arch Regent, as my army does not have an Arch Regent, because I didn't buy the Carrion Empire. Awesome set, but I looked at it and it's like, I don't really need anything apart from the Arch Regent, so sort of held back on it, and then Games Workshop's not selling it anymore, it's out of stock, so it's been a little bit tricky to get. I know you can get it for somewhere else, but I've been prioritising the money into other things. But so yeah, I need to build an Arch Regent, so it'll be Kit Bashing one, and I need to build a Vargolf, as I already explained this in my Vargolf video, that I have got one, and I do really like it. It's eating a horse. I really love the work of the net, if I'm honest. However, unfortunately, it's on an 80mm base, and it needs to be on a 60mm base, and because the base is very scenic, I'm not prepared to rebase it. So that's just that, unfortunately. But I completely understand that a Vargolf being on a bigger base gives me a massive advantage, like absolutely huge, because of him bringing back models. So I completely understand that, and that's why I won't take it to tournaments. So I just got to build a new Vargolf out of a flare kit, but I don't want to make it look like everyone else's Vargolf they just made from the flare kit, because they've just basically made Vargeist instead of their Vargolfs, which is completely different. If any of you guys are Vampire Count players or whatever, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, okay, and I've just realised I glued these, well, cut and smooth these 2 bits off first, and these 2 bits don't go together. It's this, the base, and this goes like on top as the front, so that's a waste of time. But anyway, right, I see there's a few more things in the chat, so let's have a look at what we've got. My phone had like 0 mold lines. That's actually fair enough, mate. This is, to be fair, it's probably just me being lazy and me like taking really a long time to do the mold lines. But I've noticed a few on the bones. That's all it is. Right. So then we've got Sai. Understanding how to play. Had my first 2 games last week, and just blasting through the Horus Heresy series and Gotrek and Felix. Keep up the good work and love it. Oh, cheers, mate! Absolutely fantastic. To be honest, I'm reading. Well, I say I'm reading. I'm listening to an Audible, which is a really good app. the first Horus Heresy book, and it's absolutely awesome. Really love it, as I'm not a 40k player, but I'm really, really sort of taken away by the Astartes. I think they've got a lot more character than I originally first thought. And yeah, Gotcha and Felix, haven't read them, but I've been told by so many people how good those that book series is. So good on you, mate, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. So we've got Pixel again. So going to build a Engine of the Gods on the weekend. Fantastic, mate. That's such a lovely model that Stegadon. So good luck with that. And it's quite, I think that's quite a swingy model, isn't the game, isn't it? It's quite, it's pretty cool, and I do like the rules you get with it. So Arrow is saying, I'm just basically nicknaming you guys' names basically because the writing's very small from where I can read this. Nottingham, a bit like Gotham City without Batman and too many criminals. Lol. There's actually a guy that dresses up like the Joker. Think he's mentally ill. Yeah, now mental health is a serious issue, so I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's like I know that Nottingham is supposed to be meant to be the only city in the UK that has its own dedicated knife squad for the police, allegedly, which is interesting. Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, Nottingham is quite dangerous. I think everywhere's got their bad bits, haven't they? Really, I think some places might be worse than others, but I think not. I'm actually going to look at the instructions of this actually because I glanced at them and I obviously didn't read the right thing. So, what thing goes? Is it? So I'm trying to do some comparison now. Is it this that goes? I'm going to read the numbers, and I think that's something I definitely should have done from the start. Yes, that is definitely something I should have done from the start. But we all have to learn somewhere, even if you've been doing the hobby for about 4 years. And right, so yeah, so had a game yesterday. Played against my mate Steepkin. Absolutely forgot he had 6 eels. He could just teleport in the game from the fish pointy guy. And yeah, forgot that. He killed Prince Vahordre with the electric shocks, and that was the first time ever using Prince Vahordre because I wanted to see what he could do. And yeah, killed him, and then proceeded to kill Nagash, and then he won the rest of the priorities, and I conceded. So yes, that was a very fun game yesterday. But no, and also it was good fun. I made some big silly mistakes in that game though, for sure. But unfortunately for me, Prince of Hordre died without me being able to use him. So I never really got to see what he is, and that's automatically changed my opinion on him. Made me feel like I was shite, even though it was really just me being a shit general. So yes, there's that, and then we're going to do a rematch on Friday where I'm going to be taking my Flesh Eater Courts, and I am going to have this bloody throne built by then, I do think, because you need a throne now, don't you, in a Flesh Eater Court army, otherwise it's just silly. And I did review the throne, to be honest, but I think I reviewed it when I reviewed the new War Scrolls of the Flesh Eater Courts. Was that when I reviewed it, or when the spells came out? Something like that. Like I said, I did like basically 600 hours worth of content for the Flesh Eater Courts since their new book, including before the new book. Well, more than that, because the Flesh Eater Courts are the best army in the game. You could agree with that statement as much as you like, but I don't give a shite. Right, so just getting some more lines. I can do this in front of the camera. If that makes any difference. Right, so let's see what the chat has got. Any more questions? Anything? So we've got Nottingham. So we've got Pixel saying almost done a year in police cadets. Oh, congratulations, mate! I worked with quite a few police cadets. They came out of me and stuff. Good job, mate. Yeah, it's if you want to go in the police, fantastic career, great options. All I'm going to say is what they don't really advertise too much is it will take up a lot of your time. It's not like as much as the military, but it's a surprising amount. What gender am I? I am a male, mate. Yes. So that answers that question. I guess you aren't bothered by football, but will be watching the Leeds game and painting my divals at the weekend. Might start those Morgas too. That's fair enough, mate. Yeah, I'm not a football fan, to be honest. I think that's because I probably can't play it. I've never been like... But for some reason, it's not hand-to-eye coordination with me. It's the hand-to-feet coordination. I can't even pronounce... it's the eye to feet coordination. I somehow couldn't get. Every time I went to pass the ball to him, I just boot across the field. I don't know how I couldn't play. And I just found like Warhammer more interesting. So yeah, I still do like quite a bit of exercise, gym and all those sorts of things quite regularly. I have to do that because of my job as well. But yeah, I do like quite a bit of running. But yeah, football's not for me, mate. There's a few people in the family support it. They're Liverpool fans. So you can boo that as much as you want, or whoever Leeds hate the most. I know Manchester hates Liverpool the most, but I know Leeds is northern, isn't it? Are you from Leeds then, mate? Are you? Or are you like a southerner that supports them? Let me know. As like I say, I don't really know anything about football, but if it's an interest of yours, it will be nice to hear. Right, so God, I'm going to be on this phone tomorrow, I think. What have we got? So, I pressed the wrong button again. I'm definitely going to get better than this. So, Pixel was saying rugby is better. Yes, mate, it is. It's a more of a man sport, 100%. When people actually get, their ears ripped off and that, they want to continue playing. In football, they'll fall over and they'll blame the person who was 10 feet away who pushed them. Anyway, loving the lore videos that you're doing. Protectors of the Realm. Oh, so fantastic, mate. Thanks for that. I thought, I've been doing a little bit more lore, I suppose. Especially at courts. That's really probably the most lore I've done in a single army for sure. And yeah, for sure. And yeah, to be honest, even just doing some lore videos with the Great Book of Grudges was absolutely a fantastic guy. With him, I played a bit of Vermintide with him as well. He's a really, really nice person. He actually does, probably won't tell you this, but he actually does like charity work and stuff as well. So actually a really, really nice guy. And yeah, it's been great doing some videos with him because he knows shitloads about the old world. I don't know too much about it. I know a bit, but not hugely. And it's sort of like, it's a balance because obviously he doesn't play Age of Sigmar because he doesn't like Age of Sigmar at all because obviously he's a hardcore fantasy player and I'm a Age of Sigmar player. But that's why I like it because we have two very contradicting views, which I think works quite well rather than just the fantasy players bitching about Age of Sigmar and Age of Sigmar players. No, but some people like bitching about fantasy. I think it's nice that we actually try and build a bridge between the lore there with them rather than just go in separate ways. I think it's nicer the more we unite. Right, so we've got anything else in the chat? There's been a few things. And Arrow, what do you mean by Protectors of the Realms? Just remind me again. So we've got Stefan. So Flesh-Eater Courts are the best army, no doubt. Hard played with them 6 times. A mix between Gristlegore and Blister Skin, won every game so far. Fantastic. They are the best army, mate, now, and they are literally the best army in the game now. And yeah, there's probably armies better than them and all that sort of thing, but they're like so easy to play, which annoys me, to be honest, quite a bit. But they're still cool. I think they've got fantastic lore as well, absolutely fantastic, haven't they? And they are, I've said they're my babies, aren't they? So they are mine, and I'm pissed off everyone's doing them. But, that's all cool, obviously. Right, so what other questions have we got? Can you show the RKO model in the background? I can, mate. It's quite far behind other models. And I don't know how well it's going to come up on this camera. But sure, all right, I'll do that in a moment for you. I think I've already established I'm not building this model tonight. Right, so let me just read some of the other ones. Oh, fuck, I've skipped past it again. Like I say, I will get better at live streaming because I am struggling to use my phone. I wanted to do this on the computer, okay, because it was a bigger screen, everything like that. However, because my computer does not have a camera, it just flat out won't let me do a live stream as far as I'm aware. I might be wrong, but if I am wrong, please let me know, and then I'll know that for next time. So we've got Creature saying, love Liverpool. My fiance is a Scouser. Yeah, I'm all Leeds. Yeah, fair enough, mate. My stepdad, he's a Scouser as well, so it comes from a mass side of the family. So that's why I said the Liverpool part. That's why they all love Liverpool. And yeah, I mean, like, yeah, fair play being Scousers. Every Scouser I met has been a lovely person. Right, and then we've go on to the next thing. So, Great Begrudges, I heard my name. Oh, fantastic, Nathan. Welcome to the channel. Right, guys, no one mentioned anything I said to him earlier on because I think he's only just joined. Everyone play nice. Everyone play nice. Don't mention the thing I said to him about the rolling pin. Anyway, so right, then yeah, welcome to the channel, mate. And then we've got Arrow. So most kind of him, seems a clever friend. Yeah, definitely for sure. what we got here. Also love all your videos, man, and have watched every single one. Oh, fantastic, Stefan. I think I'm pronouncing your name right. I can't really read from this angle, but oh, fantastic, mate. Really, really happy to hear that, because I think I've got over 100 videos now, so really, really nice. And honestly, all the support, even just like I say, like and subscribing, that really does help. It's absolutely free for you to do so. So I repeat at every single end of every video, as it just becomes basically a thing now, where you just like say the same things over and over again. But honestly, even just the views really, really help. As like I say, I've started off Patreon just so I don't want to have adverts on the channel, because I think we can all agree. Let me know in the chat right now if you want to see adverts on this channel, because I don't want to see them. And I think Patreon is a lot better way to do it. And not everyone has to support me on Patreon, but the people who do are really making a massive difference between me. I say like it helps me getting cameras, microphones, all that. It basically, and battle phones, mainly helps just for me can't even speak now, justifying the time I put into the videos. Right, so God, there's so many comments. Thank you very much for all your kind comments, mate. So what are all their Games Workshop certificates? So they are all painting certificates from my local Games Workshop. So there's 3 like basically Army on Parade awards. So we've got Best Painted, Monsters and Machines as a separate one, and then First Army. And then we've got 3 individual ones up there. I've got more I should put up, really. If this is actually going to be like a nice little station doing live streams, isn't it? I've got a Gold Award. I won the category which was Death from Above, and I won the theme that was Death, because I had to win that. Otherwise, I was going to kill other people and then probably myself. Right, so Stefan saying, trying to get enough ghouls for the ghoul core as well. Need like 180 of them. Fair play, mate. I don't have that many ghouls, if I'm honest. I've only got, I think, about 80 or something. Fair play. Have you got movement trays? Because that's the only thing I am going to say. You need fucking movement trays, mate. Otherwise, you're going to kill, like I say, you're probably going to kill everyone else around you and then yourself. Right. And if you are in a suicidal thought, I do take that back, obviously, of course. Right. And then the next one is from Ice. So, hello, can you give me a shout out? Yeah, sure, Ice. Thank you very much for joining me on the chat. Absolutely great to have you in the chat. Let me know what you're working on, and I'll be sure to do a few more shout out for you. And yeah, hope you're enjoying the contents of my room that probably needs to be tidied up at some point. Got some lovely coats in the door there. Got a stormtrooper right there. Got that. We've actually got, if I tilt this up a little bit, we've got a picture of the old world right there above the cabinet. Although I'm not going to do your whole tour of the room, just because it is quite messy, as I do tidy my room time to time, but it is half Warhammer, and it's not the biggest room. Right, okay, on to the next ones. Bloody hell, this is amazing. I don't even have to, like, pretend to build shit. Right, so who we got? Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, Ice. That's great. The Great Book of Grudges. So, who thinks our boy Agent Nagash should dance? Right, I did dance once. It was in Switzerland. I was arrested. I'm not allowed to do that. Apparently, when someone says to you over there, whip it out, it doesn't mean what it means over here. So, yeah, that was quite bad, and I found that out immediately. And we don't speak about that anymore. Right, could you stream from the... You could stream from the phone. Check out chat on the computer, though. Yeah, I try to do that, but I can't, like, see the buttons. I mean, I sound like... Basically, guys, I'm not bad at computers, but like YouTube is still a mystery for me. I've only just found out, like, I've unlocked this chat recently, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, where can I do it? Is there a button I can press? Right, let's... why is the bloody not letting me go to my page? Right, bear with me, guys. This is really super unprofessional, but it shows that I'm human and not a machine. And as mentioned, I am a man, so I probably am going to be worse at doing this, if I'm honest. So what we have got here... oh, fuck, I can't even find it, guys, so I'm not even going to bother. Right, what have we got? Trying to build that, yeah, where's my local place to play a shop is Games Workshop in Ashford, mate. So I live in Ashford in Kent. If you're in the UK, you should know that's like the most southeast county we have. If you're not in the UK, it's the county that we have that's closest to France, basically, where all the ferries are and all that sort of thing. It's called the Garden of England, which is absolutely true when it's sunny. When it's not sunny, it's just as bad as Scotland. If you're Scottish, you're probably going to disagree with that statement. I mean, I've got a Scottish family, so I'm willing to fight you all the way. Right. And also, yeah, like GW is the place. I also got a gaming table on mine that I'm starting. I need to get some scenery though. I've done a couple of battle ports in the past, but I want to get some more scenery and kit bash some stuff so I can do it more. Great Big Guardian. So, nope, been here a while, bro. Yeah, then you know I didn't say anything bad about you. So we're still friends, right? You're still up for doing that video at some point? Yeah, sure. So we've got Jeremy Smith here. Thanks for joining us, mate. And I'm fine, mate, to respond to your question. Right, Great Begrudge, his painting and kit bashing is amazing. To be honest, though, Sinesh, he works on glorious. Oh God, right, you can stop all this shit. I mean, that's if you wanna put this in all the comments of the other videos, so people who don't know my channel, they go to watch those videos, think, oh my God, this guy's amazing, absolutely fantastic. I love you guys. Right, we have got. Is it Hey Linda Sai? I apologise, I can't really fucking read from here. Asian Nagash, if the ads help, I would leave them on. I would even click on a few. Haha. I really appreciate that, mate. But I mean, if that's the overall view, that's awesome. I might try it in the future. But I know if I click on a YouTube video and it's adverts playing, I get quite pissed off. I mean, like, Spiky Bix is absolutely fantastic, amazing unboxing, probably the best unboxings there are, Spiky Bix. So if you don't know them, go check them out. However, there are so many adverts in their videos, which I just find annoying. The Great Big Grudges are saying the old world. Yes, that got destroyed. Right, and then Stefan, no, I need them. And, well, I was thinking taking them to a tournament I have never been, and sounds like it could work. Is that the 180 goals? I think it is, what you're talking about. Yeah, mate, you bring 180 goals, you bring that many models to a bloody tournament, yeah, you're probably you're gonna win definitely the majority of the games. So yeah, could do it. And tournament's absolutely fantastic. The Great Big Grudges is trying to say something. He's trying to, right, so what we've already explained, mentally ill people. Like, the Great Big Grudges still thinks the old world's a thing. You know, let's tread lightly here. Had fantastic lore. It's always there in my heart. I think. Right, so let's show the cabinet as I've already established. I'm not building this tonight. I'm gonna go to my game on Friday, and I'm gonna go like that. That counts as the throne. I mean, the base is bigger, but you know, base sizes don't mean anything. Age of Sigma, sort of. So yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Right, okay. So I'm going to move the camera now, and we're gonna have a little bit of a look at the cabinet, and you can see how messy my room is in the instant. So here's some flesh-eater quartz on the floor here. Need to be built. Right, so in the cabinet, what we have got, okay, it says that the orientation is locked, so I can't turn it, unfortunately. But what have we got in this cabinet? So, you'll be able to get better shots now of the model, so I'll show you the Manfred again. So this is Manfred we've got there, always in all his glory. Lovely, lovely model. I just had to make him a bit different because I've got 3 of the Mortarks, I don't want them the same. Neferata, still one of my favourite models I've ever built. My first Mortark, so built how it normally is. Where's the next one? So we've got a Arcan. Yeah, it's a cheeky start collecting box, mate. Absolutely best things in the world. Wish they were still £50, but oh well. And then I just can't get. I don't think I can get the zoom in here, mate. If I'm honest. Since I can enhance things, does that make it better? Maybe. I think. Anyway, I'll put a comment that could go away now. Anyway, so there's Arcan, the black looking almighty and stuff. Cut off some extra spirit hosts and stuff to put on his base. He's got 5 there. We got that. What else can I show you in my cabinet of wonders? Is Mongol. I never really took it. It's actually technically my mate's Mongol because I refused to buy one because how much of a bastard these things were. But oh well. If my mate buys it, then technically I'm not a horrible person. Model on the right, yeah, so this is Manfred here, with his ghost going through the pillars and stuff. Yeah, he is one of my favourite conversions I've ever done, in all honesty. His tail I had to snap 3 or 4 times to get it like that, which I definitely did not think that was going to happen. Get my one of my only 9 hot models here, so that's actually built and painted. So Nagash shrouds. I apologise for the camera work here, guys. I'm not a artist when it comes to this. Can we see the certificates? Yes, we can. So we've got first time here, which was basically for the people who were the first time going to a army on parades. They were entered into a separate competition, and I won that one. We've got this one here, which is best painted, which was one from Age Sigma, which is basically loads of skeletons, the 3 Mortarks, the Mongol, and the Gash. So Death Lords and their minions, basically. And Monsters and Machines, so I got that for the Mortarks and the Gash there and the Mongol. And then the ones we've got over here, we've got Brushmasters. So this is gold. So this was essentially, I can't remember the theme was for this, but it was, oh no, there wasn't a theme, it was just a ranking. And then the older ones we had before that was a theme. So this one's Death from Above, which I won with my Arcane, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And then the next one down here is the Death one, which I won with my big Terrorgeist. Because like I said, I could not lose that one. I could not afford to lose the pride. Right, and then I'll show you the Archaon. So I'm just going to have to shuffle some things around. Because I did have to build Archaon in this cabinet to make sure he would fit. So he is a little bit of a tricky bastard. So just putting these Mortarks on top of the cabinet, which I definitely should dust sometime. And then I'm going to put Archaon on the top shelf. So he has literally got no space. You can hear him scraping, like literally that is how tight it is. And this is the Archaon. So like I say, camera quality is not absolutely fantastic. This is him. He's standing on a realm gate with the scenery. I've actually did something a bit naughty when I went to Rome. I took one of the bricks from the Colosseum, like a very small one, and sanded it down. So we've actually got the blood of gladiators, as I tell myself, mixed into all of this. So it should make him better in games. I've never used them in a game because I don't have a Chaos Army at the moment, or for the big Chaos Army. Yeah, they forgot to put the Slanesh head on there, mate. I mean, obviously they forgot. This Slanesh also didn't send him a champion to fight, which I'm pretty sure is not law correct, but that's how it seems to be on his model. So can I promise I can't really turn this, guys, because if you see just how much room I've got basically to turn this thing, but I can try. But this model took me absolutely ages to paint. It's not, it's not like I spent 82 hours painting this model, which is probably, if you look at it, it doesn't look like it's 82 hours worth, but I learned so much by painting it, like so many techniques and stuff, that it was really, really worth the time for me to do. So absolutely fantastic model there. Yeah, so that's that. I suppose I can show you some of my Slanesh if you want to. I've got some Skaven down here. I can quickly show you some Skaven right down at the bottom here. We've got a Vermin Lord there. We've got my Hell Pit. We've got a Doom Wheel. We've got, and they're fighting some. We've got a little more here who sadly is no longer in the game, which makes me really, really sad because I based two of those things. We've got Queek Head Taker, who is definitely, I know the Great Big Grudge is going to like this, definitely one of my favourite models ever. He deserves the top quality. Get out of the way, Archaon. He is one of my favourite models by far. He's metal as well, so he's got a nice feel to him. Absolutely love this guy for sure. And then we've got some fleshy quartz here. So we've got the Terrorgeist in the Stormcast, and we've got Sirloin on his massive base, which means I also have to build another one of those as well, because that's not legal for a tournament anymore, unfortunately. Right, so, that aside, let's have a look at some what the Terrorgeist is amazing from the Stormcast. Right, okay, I'll show you it quickly a better. See, I put some of these pictures, guys, I think on my Fleshy Court video, so definitely go ahead and check that out. I can do a video if you guys are interested, just showing off models if you want at some point. But yes, so this is my small Terrorgeist. So this is the one with the Gold King on top of it. So we've got him destroying 3 Stormcasts. Again, the quality is not very good, so I do apologise and I can't seem to fix it. I will get better at this, like I say. But we've got him screaming at this Stormcast and has made his head explode, which you can see. He has got 1 Stormcast there with his intestines hanging out, and claws and stuff going into him. And then we've got the 1 Stormcast down here, who's being ripped into with the other claw. And then, just to make it official, we've got the hanging man there. And this was a lot to fit on that base. I mean, Every rock you see there is slate, just to support the model so it can stand. And the sword did snap at some point, but I was very annoyed after taking it back from a tournament. But yeah, so that is pretty cool. There, I appreciate you guys probably putting things in the chat and stuff. I'll read all that after I've shown you guys some models. So done that. Coming over here, messy, like this is how much Warhammer takes over my life, sort of thing. Got a t-shirt for the tournament as well. That was quite cool. Very expensive, but I probably paid too much for it. Oh, okay, we've got a few things over here. So we've got my Nagash as well. I'll show you. Because I think you guys might have already seen him, but not too sure. Just trying to balance in one hand so he doesn't break. Right, so this is the Age of Nagash. So we've got him right here. I think you guys have already seen this, and from here he's bigger than Archaon, so that's the main thing. So we've got him there. We've got a little Stormcast reminder of, if any of you guys have listened to the audiobook dramas that the Stormcast go try to find a gash, this is Tarsus Bullheart. I've realised some of you guys won't understand that, but if you do, yeah, that's what happened to him. And if you don't understand it, then that's how much I like Stormcast. We've got that, so he's here. I appreciate it's not really the best quality. You can sort of see his face there and stuff, and it basically just shows my colour scheme, doesn't it? Right, so we've got that. We've got some doggies here. We've got a little Vampire Lord there with a Black Knight. All this stuff is not set up for me to do showcasing. This is like literally remnants from the game I had where I had to just chuck it on the board quickly to bring it back upstairs. I've got Principal Hordre here. Some Sinesh we've got on here. We've got some Skaven in the works and stuff. I realise this is very dark, very hard to see, but so we've got my Centaur here, which I'm generally quite happy how he turned out. Again, I'll try and get more under the light so you guys can see. Yeah, so he's Kit Bash or Stormcast, and the helmets, that's a Chaos Warrior helmet, and then I green stuff the crest on top, and so that's him. We've got, I'll show you the step up from him, and that is going to be the Slaves of Darkness Chaos Lord and Mount, but the one dedicated to Sinesh, and this is basically just a bigger Centaur, so it's a Varangard model crossed with Stormcast again. Again, I can't seem to get this thing to focus, but happy with this guy, how he turned out. The white armor's an absolutely pain to do, but I think it is worth it. I probably should get in doing these videos from that cabinet. It might be better quality, but oh well, these are things I can do in a future video. Another thing, I'll show you a snake one. You guys have probably already seen this. So here's a snake one I've got. So that's just a Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Mount. Did change the base really, but that's a Stormcast and Chaos Knights, and the Medusae for the Daughters of Cain. What else have we got? I can show you my big version of that. So I've basically got the standard snakes and stuff, and then I've got the big ones. So we've got a big one here. This is my Sinesh Lord and Demonic Mount. So this is again Stormcast and other Chaos bits kit bashed together in Daughters of Cain. So this is her here. It's quite nice. I'm happy generally how a lot of this turned out, because this is probably one of the most expensive Slaves of Darkness armies there are, in terms of just buying bits to kit bash, because they're not really a strong army, so not a lot of people do it. In case there's any old world fans out there, like there might be someone called Nathan in the chat. Here is Vlad von Carson, which I painted many years ago, so might not be that good, but still one of the most badass models you can get, I generally think. So we've got him there, and then what have we got next? I think that's about it. Really, to be honest, what I'm going to show. Yeah, there's not really too much to not really too much more to show there. I think, to be honest, I can do more like model showing and stuff in a future video, can't I? Yeah, I think so. I don't want to spend the whole video doing that. I say the whole video, I mean we're over 60 minutes now, which I don't think this was going to happen, but oh well. All good, obviously. And yeah, it's got that. Yeah, so that's, and then got my White King there of the Age of Nagash banner. And yes, guys, so I'm going to read through some of your stuff in the chat now, as I put back some of these models. Currency certificates. Saw that. Yeah, so much value in the Start Collection box from a long time ago. Yeah, so that is very good. Also, I did my Ghoul King on Terrorgeist by doing the dragon body. but then put the Terrace head on it, and it looks so good. Yeah, I want to do that with my next one, mate. I really want to do it. How easy was the head swap? Was it a simple head swap, or a bit tricky, bit fiddly? But let me know. Yeah, great grudges like Queek, I thought you would. Sinesh are the best. Yeah, they are pretty goddamn cool, mate. What the Terrorgeist is amazing. The best with the Stormcast base. Yeah, thank you, mate. Where's that stream model from? That's actually the Vampire Lord on a zombie dragon, but he's literally just got a kit bashed. So he's got the Ghoul King's head, and he's got the arms from Blood Letters. So that's actually a blood letter with a chain for a what do you call it? Juggernaut. That's it, and that's where he gets his collar from. What else have we got on the chat? Please do a video on how you did that. Please, I imagine you're talking about. Yeah, you'd be talking about the Terrorgeist. Yeah, sure, I can do. I can do like a talk through of how I constructed it. Because bear in mind, when I do these kit bashes, they get horribly wrong. So yeah, I can show you that to make sure you guys don't get it wrong. That's the idea. Would be nice to see some pictures up close in future videos. Yeah, that's something I can do. I've done some of that for the Fleshy Courts anyway. In the like My Law video, I think I did quite a few close-ups. But they weren't like artistic close-ups, you know what I mean? They were just like army shots and stuff and just sort of zoomed in. Yes, I understand. That's 100%. He gets ripped to pieces. Bloody sick Marine deserved. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Tarsus Bullheart. Yeah, that's what bloody happened to him. Yeah, bloody bastard. Vlad. You know, heart. Yeah, he's in our hearts forever. You know, was easy to be honest. What's that in reference to? Stefan, let me know. Right. Okay. So that's that. I'm probably gonna put all this stuff back later then. So yes, they're the more to be fair, the lighting is probably a bit better up here. That's Neferata, obviously there. We've got the Empire fighter, the Beastmen there. We've got some Skaven pictures there. We've got the Old World, which is very, very cool. Needed that map. The head. Yeah, so yeah, we've got the heads of the Skaven and the heads of these. It took a bit of time trying to find all this artwork. We have got a Stormtrooper here, you know, doing his best to guard the Emperor. We have got a D-Day picture here, as you do. What else have I got? Got a drawing I did over there. Got your standard Jurassic Park posters and your traditional Harry Potter poster you get when you go to the Harry Potter world in the UK, because that's the only affordable thing you can buy from there, because everything else is ridiculously fucking expensive. And I play Warhammer, so that's sort of saying a lot, really. And I've got a cool poster in there, which is one of those limited edition Games Workshop ones that, you know, when you go online and you see like a limited edition one, which is like £80 for a fucking poster. Yeah, that's one of those I got as a really, really nice present from a very, very nice person. So it'd be quite nice to have that display at some point. I'd love to have my own games room. I could have everything on display. But unfortunately, unless I turn my bedroom to a games room, which is not really ideal, that will not be happening. Right, okay, so besides knocking over some models, I'm going to go back to trying to build a model. What is the time though? Because I've got quarter past 9. I can still do it for a little bit longer. Right, so that is the some of the models on display. The dog scratching. So I'll let you guys see her. I'll introduce her to you, shall I? So this is the best creature you ever meet in your life. So Bess, do you want to come? So this is Bess. Say hello, Bess. So she is the destroyer of models, the destroyer of worlds, and she has destroyed more Warhammer than you can possibly think. And yes, so that's her. She's going to be in here now. She's going to be in the room. Expect her to go out every 2 seconds. I'm going to shut the door to hopefully means it will basically not encourage her to go out. So I'm going to try and do that. Shut the door now. I'm wearing some really old clothes because I was basically expecting to put glue and shit all over myself. But I haven't really actually got any glue out yet, so that was a waste. Could have actually dressed up a little bit nicer. But yes, guys, so that's sort of that. Got any questions or that? If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll continue building this model for a little bit longer. I do sort of need to get this model done at some point before Friday, and yeah, and I need to get this one done and the other ones. But that's fine. That's fine. You know, that's definitely achievable. But who needs sleep? You don't need to police. You don't need to have sleep to police. Don't be stupid. Right. There is that. So you guys working on anything tonight? In particular, you got any events you think about coming up? Anything like that? Just trying to think of things to say, really. Yeah. You guys got any tournaments coming up you're thinking about going to? Let me know, or any events, and I'll see if I'm going to them as well. Because I met a fantastic guy, Martin, at the what do you call it? The Friends Goals tournament. Absolutely fantastic guy. I've been watching the channel for a while. Absolutely fantastic. First time I've met someone who watches the channel, so absolutely a pleasure. Fantastically nice army, and is now a patron, which is really does mean the world to me. Unfortunately, we didn't get a match up. Would have been really nice to play against each other, but anyway. So got that. I think there's a couple of things in the chat. Is there? What am I building? I'm building the oh, the head. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, okay, yeah, for the Terrorgeist, what you're talking about. Stefan, yeah, cool. Right, awesome. So I'll be buying another Terrorgeist model, or another Zombie Dragon model for that purpose. So what am I building, Nathan? I am building the Charnel Throne. Fucking hell, I really find it hard to pronounce that word. The Charnel Throne, the scenery piece came out for the Flesh-Eater Courts. So we got that. Which Chaos God is best? Definitely Sinesh. It's the best Chaos God. Tied with the Horn Rat. Probably the Horn Rat is it has to be the Horn Rat, mate, I'm afraid. Sinesh is pretty cool, but the Horn Rat is just the Horn Rat, really, isn't he? I mean, what more can I say? He's the most devious, he's the most cunning, he's the most bastard, and that's why I love him. I'm sure the Great Book of Grudges could back me up there in the chat with that one. What we got? Which goes? So I have a game tomorrow with my Nighthorn. To be honest, how you feeling about that? How you feeling about your Nighthorn? How much practice have you had with them? Let me know, Stefan. So the next one, Great Big Grudges. So my dude, I'm in panic mode. Painting another 2 Storm Fiends for my local league. God, mate, what are you like? What number? You say another 2 Storm Fiends. Tell me what's the number. What's your total number then? Because 2 Storm Fiends doesn't sound like a lot, but I know you've got a few more than that. So let me know in the chat how much you got. And then Pixel again. So got a lot of games booked for the Easter break from school. Awesome, mate. Try and get as much hobby in there as you can. Where also, guys, let me know where you're from, because like I'm sort of pitching you all from living in the UK. Let me know where you guys live, because it'd be very much interesting. I know, obviously, I suppose the Great Big Grudge in the UK is one of our colonies, as we allow it to be called. The Horn Rat is the one true god of this universe, and he really is, to be honest. Nurgle though, yeah, Nurgle. To be fair, I've got like a Tamkin Horde small army, which I will be paying at some point. So yeah, probably will change my mind to that. And no Khorne, yeah. Well, I've got a few Khorne models I need to work on. So I change my allegiances very quickly. The only one I always stick to is Nagash, in all honesty. The Great Big Grudges has got 18 Storm Fiends in total. 5 currently painted, lol. Using 5 in the league. Sorry, I just got to check on my dog. She's making some funny noise. You alright, darling? Hang on a sec, guys. You alright? You okay? She's a little bit old, guy. She's 15 years old, so she sometimes gets a little bit poorly. So I just need to make sure she's okay. You alright? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? You okay? You okay? Hang on a sec, guys. Hang on a minute. You okay, darling? Do you want to go outside? You going to be sick? You okay? You okay? Okay. Okay, just have a nice little sleep, okay? That's it. Feel a bit better? That's it. It's okay. So have a nice little sleep. Oh, do you want to come out? Hang on a minute, guys. Just sort her out a little bit. All right. Hey, coming back in. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sorry about that. She is the most important thing out of a lot of things in my life. So she does take priority over everything. Right, but anyway, I'll go back to you. She seems to be a bit okay now. I'll show you. Bess, you all right? You okay, Bess? Yeah, she looks a bit better, so that's fine. Right. You okay? Right, sorry. I'll go back to the chat. Yeah, so Grey Big Roger's got 18 Storm Fiends in total, and he does not play Age Sigma, so he wouldn't have all stripped them with Warp Fire Throwers, so he's not one of those sorts of people. Right, but he's got many to paint. And then Seven says, feeling good with the Nighthaunt, to be honest. The list has both Lady Olindas and the King in it, as well. Has what? Both Lady Olinda. Oh, I thought you meant two of them. Yeah, so yeah, you got that and the King. Yeah, fair one. And the coach. Bloody hell, that's quite a lot. Is that a 2,000 point army you got? 2,000 point list you're playing? Let me know. Fair enough. And also, I'm from Peterborough. Cool, mate. That's interesting. And yeah, the King, he is pretty good. He's definitely caught stealing the command points from the enemy. I do like that. I only went against the King once and hand dusted him from 21 inches away, but don't let that put you down. Right, so what have we got as well? So picks rules from Newsbury, west of Berkshire. Oh, that's pronounced. That's cool, mate. So quite a few from the UK. That's nice. And then Great Big Grudges is saying she made the same noise my local shop owner did when I submitted my list with the 5 Storm Fiends. Lol, jokes. Aside, is she okay? Yeah, she's fine, mate. Don't worry. She sometimes it's basically she's got a little bit of a tremor in her heart. So what that means is when she lies down, sometimes the blood doesn't go through her heart properly. So sometimes it can sit in her lungs, and when she lies down for too long, it can interfere with her breathing. But she's fine. Look, honestly, she's a attention seeker. She's fine. She's all good. Don't worry about her. Trust me, guys. If there's a problem, I would say fuck you to all of you, and I'd be looking after us. So don't worry. And then Pixel was saying, Seraphon could be put in my Grand Allegiance apart from death if you didn't know about the law. Seraphon could be put on my Grand Allegiance apart from... Yeah, fair, mate. That's pretty cool. Our poor dog, how she feels... she's feeling better, mate. Don't worry about her. She's good. Like I said, I'd stop recording, mate, or I wouldn't have time to stop recording and you guys would... watch those models for the next 15 minutes before I turn off the phone. Yeah, so that's her. To be fair, guys, I've got a solid build. I've got this single one piece here. This one piece here has been built. It was already built, to be fair, but its mold lines have been stripped off, and it's already been pointed out there's not many mold lines on the model. But yes, so we've got that one already. Right, so I'm going to try and get this. But mate, well, I say mate, I mean guys and ladies, of course. This is absolutely fantastic for you to be doing comments on this. I literally thought I was going to do this and no one would be watching, so it's absolutely great to see that you guys would like it, because actually there's quite a few of you, doing it. I mean, like, or could be also something I'd do maybe with battle reports for the meantime. The quality wouldn't be great, but it'd be like live streaming it. It would mean like what if you like the raw action or something like that, like you'd be seeing it straight as it is. Be something I wouldn't have to edit for fucking ages, as that's the only 2 battle reports I did. I'm sure you get better over time, but it did take absolutely bloody ages to do those editing for that. And I got so many rules wrong as well, which, to be fair, and I think, to be honest, when you're live streaming, if you make mistakes, which I've already made many so far during this live stream, I think that as long as you're honest about it, it's fine. We all make mistakes, don't we? It's like if playing a game, it's like, oh fuck, I forgot you had like you roll I don't know, let's say you've got a unit of 10 and they make 11 attacks, but you only roll 10 attacks, and you roll your 10 dice and you think, oh no shit, the men have another one. Oh, let's stop recording, let's pretend, let's go back and pretend we didn't make that mistake. I don't think people really care too much as long as you correct yourself, quite promptly, I think. Right, so let's see if this is ready to go. Lovely model this is, really am liking it. Let's see if this is ready to go, because this will be taken to a tournament, probably like the Bobo or the Heat Free, which would be awesome. The Bobo, I'm tempted to go to there because there's a lot of other YouTubers going and stuff. What would be quite cool. Oh, there's Push Fit. Oh, that's quite, well, not really Push Fit, but little grooves. That's cool. So it'd be really, that's something I want to get involved with. And I've got the lovely Nathan in the chat from the Great Book of Grudges. It's so awesome. I'm sure Nathan would agree. Working with other YouTubers, it really really shows the community side of it. And I know, like, you guys, like, there's so many other YouTubers out there that you like. So it's really nice when you can work with them as well. And it'll go towards a common goal, I think. Right, is there anything else in the chat? Let's have a look. So Stefan's saying, yes, 2K list. Played with Nighthaunt today. Stole my opponent's 3 command points 3 turns straight. He was not happy. Oh, fucking hell, mate. That's so good. I mean, like, with my Legion of Nagash, when I take Nagash, always make sure I can do Nagash's command beat every turn, without a doubt. And if you were to go, no, you can't do your command beat, I'm like, what? You can't take my command ability away, because when it says command points, it's really taking away your command abilities. So, yeah, that's absolutely awesome. I would be pissed, mate, if you did that against me. Yeah, so, and then the Great Begrudges says, live streams are fun, dude. I just can't do them anymore because of my freaking cats. Mate, well, I'm already finding out my dog is making things a little bit interesting live stream. But yeah, we'll see with that, shall we? So we got that. Battle ports would be amazing, to be honest. Yeah, so battle ports are a bit of a funny one. If you want to do them super professionally, it takes a lot of time editing. You probably need a better camera than this iPhone's got. But if I was to just do some live stream ones just to start with anyway, could be something to work with, work on. It means I wouldn't have to spend time editing. Like I said, the quality wouldn't be as good, but it means I can actually focus a bit more on the game rather than doing all the editing and stuff for it. If I did 40k, what army would I do? That is a good question, because I don't do 40k. I would potentially do, right, aesthetically, the new Chaos Space Marines from the Black Legion look awesome, but far too much gold trim for my liking to paint. So I'd probably maybe do something like Eldar. That's because I really quite like the models. I think they're really quite nice. I really like the Wraith models. I'm sure a lot of people are saying that, you know, fucking hate the Eldar. But, you know, the Emperor's Children, funny enough, is, I mean, like, I love Sinesh, so I would like to do them, but I'd have to make them look like before they turned to Chaos. Not saying I disagree with them turning to Chaos, but I just prefer aesthetically how they looked in the Horus Heresy. I love the clean armor, the precision they had, the perfection they had in you know, just their appearance as well. I thought that was awesome. So the fact that in Chaos all look a bit mutated and stuff doesn't really do it for me. So I just have to model them a bit different. I just use Primaris Marines basically. So I did that. Yeah, so those would be 2 of the armies I'd like to do. What else we got in the chat? Tyranids for the win and 40k. Yeah, space bugs are always cool, aren't they? I suppose. I always liked how when I was younger from creatures. So yeah, Tower cool. I love the battle suits. I think that's the thing I like about 40k. I like the machines. To be honest, I think they're one of the coolest part. I mean, like, yeah, the Tyranids are cool because they sort of, they're not a fancy army, obviously. They sort of bring the monsters to the 40k universe, which I like. Death Guard, but hate the Poxwalkers from Pixel here. Yeah, I would have just loved new zombie models, in all honesty. If they made new zombie models, which are Poxwalkers, but you can also use them Age Sigma, I would have loved it. But they didn't do that, unfortunately. Some of the Poxwalkers, they're characteristic, aren't they? Something Noah's got is character, I do think. And yeah, I mean, the Death Card are cool. Especially they were the first new Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine models that come out in the Dark Imperium, I believe. What else we got? Mate, I ran Tau for like 4 years until 8th came in and screwed me one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, that's just something you're going to have to suck up and learn with, Nathan. Bad, no, horrible. Well, we all like to criticise our army, bear in mind I have no understanding of what you're talking, so they probably are bad, but, you know, we we can't all play my army's terrible. I mean, I used to say that they're not with the flesh-eater courts. They're not the best army there are. You know, they're not even in top tier or whatever. Now they're pretty good. So I can't use that excuse anymore. That's why I like to take Slaves of Darkness and go, well, these guys don't win games, so if I lose my games, then it's not my problem. Right, and then heard they're quite bad. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's corresponding to that. What do you think to the new Corn book? Scarbrand is so good. He is. He can do a flat 16 mortal wounds to the enemy. However, when I fought him in a tournament, when we're playing the old rules at the Throne of Skulls, I went against him when he did 8 flat damage to Nagash, unsavable, can't do anything, and Nagash died. I think Nagash would have stood a better chance with his 4-up save against those mortal wounds, followed by that 6-up save. However, if you don't have a Nagash, yeah, that 16 mortal wound thing is absolutely horrendous. There's that. The whole unbinding, I really feel like Agency when needed that basically nuke to magic just to go, yeah, well, magic's really powerful. Let's not make it weaker. Let's just make some consequences towards it, which I think is really nice because with Nagash, when I was going to tournaments with Nagash, I just shut down everyone else's magic phase and I just felt like a dick, if I'm honest. And I very much enjoyed that, but it didn't really feel right, to be fair. Yeah, so I feel like Khorne's needed. The Khorne has some lovely models. You know, I just feel like they're really, really nice. But like I said, my best gaming buddy Jamie, his main army is Khorne, followed by Deepkin. So I feel like he's the Khorne player. So if I did that army, I'll be stealing it a little bit. But you know, maybe in the future there'll be an army I'll do. In all honesty, well, we've got the Skull Taker model. Yeah, the new one is fantastic. He's awesome. Yeah, the book is good. It's made them really, really good, the Khorne. It's made them now the best combat army, I would say. Best sharpshooters in the galaxy, hitting on 5s. I presume you're talking about Tau. Would do Imperial Knights, but price. Imperial Knights, yeah, to be fair, that's one cool army I like. I like Pacific Rim, so that is a cool army. Is it really expensive? You guys probably know better than me, but how much does a normal 40k army cost? All those boxes of models you're going to buy. So, I know the Knights seem expensive because each box at a time is going to cost you a fortune, but all the mini boxes you buy for the other armies, I don't know if it is that much more expensive, in all honesty. Right, Tomb Kings need to come back. Yeah, I don't think they will, mate. I'll be honest. If they were going to come back, they would have came back by now, in all honesty. It's sad because I think the Tomb King aesthetic is awesome, but it's not really unique enough because there's quite a few other model companies that do them now for them to do it. If they were going to come back, they would have came back by now. I think it's the same with Bretonia, and they've already played on the cheek and tongue with Bretonia by saying the Flesh-Eater Courts are the Bretonians. Great Begrudge is saying a single knight is like 95. Is it? I thought it was like 60. You need 3 of them for a full army if going by a 50 point standard. There have been hints about Tomb Kings though. No, have there? Because I feel like there's been hints about Tomb Kings for a while. When I mean a while, I mean like fucking years. So I feel like if people want to, you can see hints anywhere if you just want to see them enough. And that's not the Warhammer way where if enough people believe in it, it's going to come true, because that's very much not the case. But it would be awesome, but they'd have to rebrand them differently. They wouldn't be exactly how they were before. I can tell you that much aesthetically anyway. The last AOS video pans down to a tomb. Yeah, but mate, that's like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, but that led to new realm spells. That led to new the models we've got for spells. So that's not led to Tomb Kings. That's just led to new models for spells, basically. Which is good because I thought it was going to lead to more Stormcast. I thought there were going to be elemental Stormcast, but I was going to get really, really pissed off if that was the case. But no, so it's nice that it is not. We've got the big nasty knights are £95. Normal ones are 75 to 80. Okay, yeah, so it is quite an expensive army, to be fair. But if you compare it to, well, so that's like a £300 army, something like that. If you compare it to how much is a normal 40k standard size army then, whatever the standard size is it less than £300? Because to be fair, in Age of Sigmar, you could probably have an army for £200, but not that many you could for 2,000 points. Great with grudges, but etc. Yeah, mate, he's dead. Nagash consumed. Well, is he dead? I can't remember. I think did he do a pact with the Chaos Gods? My lore of that is very, very hit and miss. so I don't really know if I'm honest. But all I know is that his model is not in match play in Age of Sigmar. So yeah, that's just the thing. Necro Sphinx is awesome, so I wish they brought them back, but obviously not, which is much to the joy of the people selling Team armies, because they like to charge like £100 for each fucking Necro Sphinx, so I think it's ridiculous. That's fine. I'm just checking how much battery I've got on my phone, guys. Got 8% left. I'm gonna have to start anyway soon because of but bloody work. Why does the human race have to work? Why can't we all fish for our own food, hunt our own food, obviously get someone else to kill it for us, so that'd be much more enjoyable, and spend more time Warhammer. So yeah, I'd love that was the case, but unfortunately, guys, it's not, and someone's got to basically tell people to be fucking grown-ups. That's essentially what my job is, fucking telling people to be grown-ups continuously, and people are always surprising you. Right, and I apologize as well, I look quite tired and stuff, guys. Been a long day at work. Right, so, and I'm gluing a bit of the model now, so there we go. I'm actually building something now, so I'm just going to use that as a frame, absolutely fine, same size base. Right. So the Great Begrudger said, by 1750 points, 40k army is about 350, but I cheese it with battle suits, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, but battle suits are the best part of Tau, I think, anyway. They look the best. And then Stefan saying, do you think Sinesh is going to break out his or her prison? I don't know if he will, or she, because in the trailer for the new Sinesh models, it says the hunt is now on, or the hunt begins, which indicates that if Sinesh has already broken out, then they're not really seeking him anymore because he's there. So I don't know if he will break out. It'd be awesome if he does, but I don't know if he will. I think it makes sense for him to break out, though, to be honest, because the law's there. And the Nagash has, basically broken his chains a little bit. But I don't know if they will, because there's a part of the Sinesh allegiance that's the God Seekers, isn't it? Which used to be called the Seekers. So I don't know if they are going to change it. It'd be cool if he does, though, mate. It'd be cool if he does, but we'll have to wait and see. I just wish there are more models for the Sinesh. Would be absolutely awesome. So Pixel saying, first game using the Gash, I Nighthorn killed him before my first hero phase. All right, Pixel, what did you have surrounding the Gash? Did you have him surrounded by dogs or skeletons, or did you just have him standing by himself? Answer me that question. And then James is saying, Maga, what is that to correspond, mate? Please let me know. My terminology is not the best. Right, so yeah, so Pixel, let me know if you used Battleline units to bubble wrap him, because I did a video about bubble wrapping, didn't I? So let me know, because it sounds like you didn't do a bubble wrap there, and it sounds like that's why he's dead. So, Stefan saying shit is going to hit the fan. He or she did if Sinesh did break out. I do Khorne also, so seeing Sinesh go against Khorne would be amazing in the lore. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of lore in the there's a little bit of lore in the Wrath and Rapture sort of thing there, the book for that. Yeah, it's cool, it's really nice. That's why I want to have a little bit of a Khorne force. Like I said, my mate does Khorne, but if I have a little bit of a Khorne force, then that means that I can have them scenically fighting each other. Let's have a look, see what's going on Trump. So James saying Maga, and then that's corresponding to Trump. Don't really understand that, if I'm honest. And then Great Book of Grudges says, someone told me some of the older Chaos Gods have now... sorry, mate, I'm losing the will to speak a little bit. Have now been referenced lately in the law. Is this true? I only get AOS news from you. So, mate, I have no idea. Do they maybe? I haven't read the latest Chaos Battle Time, so that's basically where I get my lore from. So maybe not. I like to think so. Yeah, that's cool. Let's say they do. Let's say all the old Chaos Gods, well, all the gods coming back. Yeah, let's go with that. Be awesome. Yeah, had a gap next to the Realm Gate portal thing. Don't have a gap, mate. And how big was that gap? Because what charged Nagash to kill him on turn 1? Because I understand turn 1, you didn't have a hero phase, so you couldn't do your command ability, which is really good to make him a bit more survivable. But what charged in that small gap to kill him? Basically, you've got to surround his whole base. If you're expecting to be charged turn 1, you've got to fucking surround the whole base of him, because you can't lose Nagash in your army. Otherwise, you're not fucked, but you're pretty much there. So, yeah, you just got to be careful. Give a thumbs up for Trump. Yeah, can do, mate. I don't get involved in politics and stuff on the channel, though. So, if you want to support Trump, you want to support anyone, that's absolutely fine. So I just need some water then before it's getting really fucking sore. But yes, guys, that's pretty much probably going to come towards the end of the video now, just because I do need to get ready for work tomorrow, because it is a pain. Like I said, why can't I just be paid to do nothing but Warhammer? Wouldn't that be fantastic? It would be. I need to put these mods away, because I was going to build so much stuff tonight, but I realised I didn't need to, because so many lovely people turned up to the chat, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's great to see, and it's something I'm definitely going to look forward to in future videos of these. But is anyone looking forward to the weekend? Well, let me know that. If you are looking forward to the weekend, if you're working the weekend, let me know. I've got this weekend off, so it's fantastic. There's going to be an event in my local Games Workshop store, as we've got a new manager, so we're just working on himself. There's going to be cake there, be very nice. I've heard it's Victoria Sponge, which is one of my favourites. When I say I've heard of Victoria Sponge, I mean I haven't heard anything, but it better not be chocolate, because I'm not really a chocolate fan. I'm expecting to get some abuse now, but I'm not really a chocolate fan. If I'm honest, I think it's a little bit overrated. Right, anyway, let's go to the chat. Graduate says Neko would be fun. It's literally the god of Ephesium. I can't pronounce that word. Might even attempt me to try the game. Look, mate, the next time you come over to Britain, you're coming here and I'm teaching you how to play the game. And I would like to have the offer to go to Gibraltar at some time to be taught how to play Warhammer Fantasy. I would like that right now, especially in the pressure of a YouTube live stream chat. I want a free goddamn holiday, damn it. Right, so then Great Big Guy says, I have 4 matches booked up for the league, so no. Fucking hell, that's good effort. Good amount of matches there. Pixel says, got a big rugby game for a cup, my club's first silverware in 20 years. 20 years. First silver wave. I don't know what that means, mate. Like I said, I liked rugby, but I don't know too much about it. So I don't know what that means, but I presume that's pretty good, especially if that's 20 years. So well done to you in that club, and absolutely smash the shit out of them. Not literally, obviously, but within the rules of the game, smash the absolute fucking daylights out of them. And win the game. Win it for Warhammer. Win it for Pride. Win it for Nagash. It's absolutely the main thing to do. So, guys, we've been live streaming now for just under 100 minutes. I've managed to build my frame, so very, very happy with my effort here. I don't even know if all the mold lines are removed, but there we go. There's that. So that's absolutely fantastic. Got a lot of that done. Yeah, I've got a lot of building to do tomorrow night, which is the main thing. But I very much enjoyed this, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Has anyone got anything they'd like to say before I end the video, before my battery dies, whichever comes first? Anyone like to say? I'll give you guys a few minutes to think of that. Yeah. Also, because that video I put up about the what army would you guys like to do? If you haven't put a comment, please do. As I will use all those. Essentially, whatever army gets the more comments on it, I'm going to be doing a video on it. You know, so. And unfortunately, if you guys want an army that every time like I do like what video do you want to see next, and there's only like always that one person is only given like 1 vote towards the army, I will just go one day like sod it. I'm not going for what everyone else popular wants. I'll go for your army like I did with the 3 people. Just otherwise you never get your army, do you? Which is a terrible shame, I think. As much as there's another duodine on that, so I think Caranova is the clan that might be winning on that front. And I don't really know too much about the Caranova, so that would be interesting indeed. So what have we got in the chat? Anything else? Great Grudges, you're always welcome down here, dude. Oh, awesome. I'll take you up on that, mate, because I definitely want to holiday. I've not left the UK for over 2.5 years, which is very sad. But anyway, Love this live stream, man. Do it again soon. Oh, guys, right, let me know as well before I shut down, which will be very soon now, in a minute or two. Let me know if you would like me to do a live stream again, and I will definitely do one, because this was a try and error. I thought people might fucking hate this. Might go, the camera quality's shit, the microphone's terrible, I don't like it, I don't like where your face, I don't like your face, all that sort of thing. I was expecting this, guys, so very nice to hear the alternative of what's actually happened. So, yeah, thank you very much, Steph. Do corn. I've got something. I'll reveal something about corn in a future video, which will make you happy. And then we've got Greenskins from, how am I pronouncing your name? So I'm just going to call you Panic. So yeah, 1974 Panic. Greenskins. We will get to Greenskins at some point. Your One Army will be reviewed at some point. I've reviewed the Angels Army. I mean, that sort of counts, isn't it? I've seen someone put already on the YouTube video comments. Please do Angels. I've already done the Angels, but I will let that person know. Right, and then we've got a Pixel, so saying, hopefully, the Slan reads the stars for them to be chosen. Mate, yeah, right, I know you've been asking for the fucking Seraphim for a while, because I've seen you before ask for it. I tell you, if it doesn't happen this time, I will make it happen sometime soon, okay? I will promise you that, because I know what it's like doing the one. Mate, I do it all the time. I mean, when I was, who is it? The thing I asked 2 Plus Tough back in the day, before I had a YouTube channel or anything like that, and I was like, please review Def, please review it, because it's my, it's my army. No one ever talks about it on YouTube, all those sorts of things. Please review Def. And the Great Big Grudge has always replied to me. It was always nice, really nice, fantastic guy. I mean, like, his lore videos are the best Age of Sigmar lore videos, I'm gonna say. But definitely, I'd say. Let me know if there's any other suggestions, but I think his lore videos are fantastic. Avavandus as well, he's good. But anyway. Always nice replies he gave to me, but eventually, because I got outvoted all the time, that it would be other armies instead. So, don't worry. Basically, the long short story of that is, I won't forget about you. You will have yourself on some point too. Twin Coot is very good, yeah. I want to do another video of him soon. We're trying to work something out. Unfortunately, though, because he's a Yank, I say unfortunately, don't mean that, but he is in a different time zone to me, and not a different time zone as me and the Great Big Crunches are, which is an hour, which is very much we can work around, which is lovely. The Twin Coot is, I think there's like 5 hours between us, because he's on the east coast of, east coast of America, or near the east coast near Washington. So it's a bit harder to work out, especially how I don't have weekends off. I very rarely have a weekend off. It's really hard to try and sort out. Really, because it has to be a weekend that I'm free, weekend that he's free, and we have to work out that 5-hour difference. But it's something we're definitely going to try and do, because I want to do another video of him. Maybe we'll just fucking review or Skaven or something, or maybe we'll review Seraphon, because he is a lovely Seraphon player. Well, I say he's a lovely Seraphon player. Never played him. He might be a dick, but he's a really, really nice guy. So maybe that's when we will review Seraphon with him, because he knows a lot about Seraphon than I do. And like I say to you guys all the time, I like to be honest. I don't want to talk out my own arse about an army I don't know about. But that's why I say the Free People stuff. When I review Free People's Dispossessed, Save Dice a little bit. But things like Free People Dispossessed, I'm not entirely 100% knowledgeable. I made that very clear. That's why I like people to put things in the comments, so I can use their experience to advise all you guys. And if you guys have put comments on my videos and haven't replied, I will get around to doing it. For sure, don't worry about it. I'm not ignoring you or anything like that. I will definitely reply to your comments, and but that's why I really like things like this, because it's really easy to answer your questions, which has been an absolute joy to do. In all honesty, it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so I'll try and do some videos of Twin Coot. Absolutely, I love the guy. He's absolutely fantastic. But we're gonna have to wait and see with that with the Twin Coot, just because. Like, just the time zones, mate, don't really work out, and our jobs don't really align, unfortunately. But maybe I'll save the Seraphon to then, though. Would be good. The Great Big Grudge, what's he saying? So keeping up with the with any GW lore is hard as hell. Always lol. They change too much in each edition, sadly. Well, to be fair, I said my lore for the Free Peoples, to be fair, and in our video, someone put a comment saying, like, actually, my law is incorrect, and to be fair, it is, but I was going by the law that came out when Age of Sigmar first came out. It's already been retconned a little bit, so that's interesting to hear. have I done a video on endless spells from Pixel? No, and that's mainly because I ignored endless spells until this tournament. I pretend they didn't exist like most of the second edition rules, so they can be fucked to learn them, as I'm very lazy. But no, I'm going to have to do a video on them because I've done videos on them separately though. Like I've done all the Flesh Eater Courts ones and I've done all the Skaven ones. But actually fighting the Skaven Vortex thing's fucking hell.